Hello, hello, hello. It is Jenn and Andrea, and we are back.
We're back.
Welcome to Pucker Up.
Yes, and so I want to do a shout out to Evolve Hair Salon in Los Gatos. So during the holidays, right before Christmas, we went and got blowouts by them. And it was a nice little getaway kind of to take care of ourselves during that busy time of the year. And we love their salon, love the ladies there. And we want to say thank you so much for that.
Yes, thank you guys so much. It was great. We had a great time and it was comfortable and our hair looked great. So we had a fabulous day that day, feeling beautiful. So thank you guys so much.
Yes, thank you. So today's show, no shame, just SanctuAerie. Decluttering for peace of mind in midlife.
Yes, you guys, today we have Bella and Carina Vazquez, who started a company, Midlife. And we are so excited to be supporting a women-owned business here in our area. And we just want to now clean up our life and are so excited to have both of you guys, Carina and Bella.
Yes,
thank you so much for being on our show. We really are excited about this.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting us. This is amazing. We're very excited to be here and just to share our story.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so please tell us a little bit about your business and yourselves.
Yeah, so I'll start. Go ahead. Yeah. So we're the founders of SanctuAerie. We started the business here in the area September of last year. Me, typically, I am a HR executive professional. I've been doing HR for, gosh, I'm going to date myself here. But it's okay. About 20 years.
That's great.
I'm a mother of 4. I am a very happy grandmother of a 3-year-old a boy. And now in midlife, building a business.
Love it.
Premium house cleaning business with my sister, which I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, that's great.
Absolutely love it.
And I'm Karina. I'm Bella's sister, as she mentioned before, and I'm a mother of 3. I'm a seasoned business owner. That's all I've done my whole life. I've tell people I feel like I've had a funny story because I've never done an interview before. I've never applied for a job. I've never had a boss. I've never had coworkers. So I've had business partners like I have now my sister. So it's a funny situation, you know, to be in midlife and to have not experienced that. But I guess I'm lucky in a way. And now starting, yes, another business in midlife and with my sister. I mean, so far so good. It's been excellent. I'm so in for the ride, and to be doing this at midlife, you know, starring in a podcast, like who am I? So yeah, I love it. I'm excited, and I hope that, you know, in a year, 2, 3, whatever, we still have this excitement. And if we're not doing this business, that we're continuing to do things together because we work. It works well.
So what made you guys now, like what started this? What made you guys go, hey, you know, Karina, I want to start this business? Or you said, Bella, I want to start this business. Why now? Why did you guys decide to do this now?
We've been in business our entire life, like since our parents, right? That's something that's just natural, being an entrepreneur. And I was just talking to Karina today. It's like, I think I'm nevering like I've nevered in my life before. Because when I left the family business, it was more like I'm never going to have a business ever again.
Yeah, it's too much.
And do whatever I love and I have a passion for, which was HR.
Love it.
And then this summer, we had been talking about it for a while. Like we want to do something. We just weren't quite sure what we wanted to do. And at that point, it was when the place where I work at, the financial crisis and everything going on was not doing very well.
Yeah.
So we said, you know what? This is the sign. It's a time. Now it's the opposite. Now I don't want to be incorporated anymore. Now I want to. Things change. Things evolve. I totally believe in that.
Yeah.
And we started thinking about what should we do? What's a need out there? You know?
Love it.
What can we do that we have a passion for? And that's how SanctuAerie, I think, came to, right?
For sure. And I feel like had been in the talks. We worked together before for, my parents' company, and we felt like it was always working well, and we loved it and everything. So, but for years, we always kept saying, like, there must be something out there that we can do together and kind of branch out, and not necessarily in the same, the same field or whatever. So, but this felt just organic. Like, it was the moment, the time, and we both were going through transitions for different reasons. But it was just kind of like that, that moment, like they say that, it was there.
We've been lifing together, right? I mean, our kids grew up at the same time.
Yeah, we have kids the same age. Yeah,
So
yeah.
a lot of things we've done together. So I'm like, why not?
It all aligned.
It aligned, yeah.
perfect
Yeah.
It's funny how things later on, like in our life right now, how things just align.
Yeah,
You're like, okay, so we're doing a podcast right now. What the hell? You guys started your own business.
I think not only do we align, but we hear things. We're more perceptive of things coming and into alignment at this age, and at least that's how I feel. I'm like,
You think at this age, at our age, it was like, oh gosh, I really want to start over, do something different, something new.
Yeah.
It's a little scary. Like, wait, I've been doing this. Why don't I just stick with this? Or, why?
Why? Those questions come in, like, why? Why not?
Why not? Right?
No, it's so true.
It's like, why not?
Exactly.
It's so true.
Exactly.
And it's funny because me in my life right now, I have a janitorial company, but mine's commercial. And then now I'm doing podcasts, and I'm like, when my son graduates, it's all yours, and I'm going to be doing this, right? So it's funny how it's just aligning.
Yeah.
And I think that's beautiful, and I'm so glad you guys are doing that.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So building a business as sisters, I think if I started a business with my sister, I don't know if it would work out. I think we maybe have different personalities. So how does that work with the two of you?
and we have different personalities, but I think that's just it. Like, there is so much. I feel like I say this too much, but it's absolutely true. It's like, I know her childhood trauma. Like, she knows mine. So it's like, I know her triggers, and I know she knows my triggers. So, it's just, I think because we're so different, it just works well. It's like she brings in what maybe I lack, and, I do the opposite. And there's all that respect and knowledge and trust that it's like, I just don't see it not working.
Yeah.
You guys each one of you brings something to the table.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it's funny because I feel like even like any of my girlfriends or anything, we're all so different, but it just works.
There's no competition. That's the difference between working, like if I want to look at the corporate world, regardless of the people that my peers, there's always like this unspoken competition there. Who's the loudest?
Right.
Who's like, coming across in a different way. And I think having a business with my sister is completely different. There is no ego. There's no competition. We stay in our own lanes. Like she mentioned, she knows my strengths. I know her strengths, and we use them.
That's great.
Use them.
So what do you think? What do you think that Karina's strengths are, and what do you think Bella's strengths are?
I definitely execution. I think operational execution. That's something that is her strength. She knows as soon as we get there or we're at a place, she knows exactly what to do. The grit. I mean, she's resilient. She knows, how to really, it's not easy right now, building.
Oh yeah, no.
Scratch. And she's very, if I know someone's, that's should be her middle name. She's very resilient.
That's adorable.
I think empathy. She knows exactly. She just meshes with our clients like in such a good way. Like she has the empathy. She has the heart to really like get to know them. And I feel like also because we have always had those type of services in our homes that we always got that close, like really feeling comfortable with the people that are coming into and she asked for that. Like I'm not there all the time. And then when I go in or when I get all the messages, I always get that like, can we make sure it's Karina coming in? And I love that. I'm like, oh my gosh. So she has that. That's definitely Karina in a nutshell. So yeah, those are her strengths.
Yeah, she was making me blush.
Well, that's what, business is. People, they want the person. Sometimes it's not what that company does. It's your
relationship. Yeah, you need to have that relationship.
Hard with that. It's like we do all the service and everything, but the connecting, I think it's, like I feel like it's second nature to me. So I want to do that. But, you know, talking about Bella.
Are you going to make?
Yeah, now.
You guys want tissue? Do you guys want tissue?
The tissue, please. Well, you know, as far as like, I think she's a visionary. You know, she can see things right now, but somehow in the back of her head or in the front of her head, I don't know where, because she won't tell me where, that's in that brain, she could tell, you know, the future. She knows what's coming and how to be prepared for that. And I feel like it's something that I live in the here and the now, sometimes way too in the here and the now. And she is like 10 years ahead of, you know, she already knows what it's going to look like and, you know, what's going on now, how that's going to evolve and how do we fix it before we get there. And I'm like, how do you know that? You know, it's like, I'm just here, you know, so it's something that it's, I mean, if it's a superpower, that's what she has, you know. And of course, she's a leader. She's a firstborn, and I think it goes with the territory. She's just born a leader, and those kinds of things. Yes. And I'm not paying her back for what she said. It's just true and honest. I really do feel that way, and people that know me know that I always express myself about my sister that way. And so being in business with her was like a no-brainer because I'm like, she's got me. She knows where this business is going to be 5 years from now, you know. So that part, and you know, all the other stuff that she's really good at, and you know, strategy and systems and all of that stuff. But she knows that. But the visionary part, I think that's just something that she was literally born with it. So
That's really great. Great. That's really great, you guys. I love this.
Yeah.
And I love supporting a nice woman business.
That's right. Yeah,
So kudos to you guys, because it is scary to start a business. It's very scary to start a business, and you just don't know where it's going to go.
You know, but one thing, I'm sorry.
No, go for it.
So one thing that we were talking about that, how that's the difference between, you know, starting a business at 20, 30, at where we're at now. It's like, yeah, there is that scary component that back there, but I think it's quiet. It's like this quiet scare. And I think it's because we've already gone through so much.
Yes.
In our lives, right? So you have that experience, you have those tools in that toolbox, right? So you kind of, even if things don't work out, it's like, it's okay. You know how to handle them, right? You're that emotional intelligence, right? It's just, it's there. So I think that scare, yes, it's there. And I want to say all the questions, they're just wiser.
Yes, 100%.
Yes, and that's how I feel about that. When you talk about we were, of course, starting anything new. It doesn't have to be a business, just anything new.
I think of the time, I mean, when we were more excited about, like, I think something we talked about for so many years, that finally, like, okay, yeah, we are actually starting a business, you know, after like, I don't know, 20, 30 businesses that we made in our mind. We'd be so good at this, you know? Like, look at us, we'd be thriving, you know? I don't know how many we started while we were driving in the car to a girls trip or whatever. But so one, we were totally excited. And like Bella said, like, the fear was just quieter. And also, like, sometimes I feel like you have more questions and then answers. And I feel like this time we had a bunch of answers. Right. You know, we had like, it was like pick, you know, you do a drop down menu, like, yeah, there's a question, but we had a bunch of answers, you know, that we could do detours and figure it out. And so that was nice to have all those options available. So I think that's what kind of quieted those fears, you know, whereas we were not, you know, it was scary, but or maybe it's just being 40 and or getting to 50 and you're like, are we fearless? Like, are we, you know?
No, and I think that is it. I think we get fearless. We're like, hell yeah, we'll do it. I guess, what do you want to do?
And we don't care so much, you know, oh, are people going to judge me? What are they thinking about?
Yeah.
It's like, who cares? Like, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm not looking for validation from anyone.
Like that's, I think when you're younger, you're looking at that like, oh my gosh, what are my parents going to think? What are my peers going to think? And now it's like, I really don't care. Like, we're doing it because we're happy and it makes sense. It's aligned with what we want. Mm-hmm. So let's do it.
Right.
You know?
Yay. But something I do care about now at this point in my life is having
Clutter.
Clean, clutterless, organized life. You know, I was talking to Jenn about, you know, when our kids were younger, and when we were younger, we're just trying to survive. We're running them around. They have school, then you're going to work, and then you pick them up, and then they have their activities after school, and you're trying to do dinner and make sure there's lunches for the next day, breakfast in the morning. And, my whole goal was, at least, can everything just look at least decent and get out?
Like you're just like,
Get home, I'm like, oh, I just want to go to bed.
PTSD right here, hearing you.
Oh my God.
yeah, I know.
But now that it's quiet in the house, all of a sudden I see everything. I see
I do too.
I see the dirt. I see the clutter in my cabinets. And all of a sudden now it is like, it's me. It bothers me. Like I need everything to be
It's so true.
together, organized, so I can have that peace and feel good. So when I've been following both of you, following your company, and I'm like, I need this for sure in my life, right?
Oh, I did too. And I definitely was looking at it, and it's funny because I have my house, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I love it here. I still have my cleaners come on Fridays. And I was like, you need the cleaners on Friday again? It's just you and I here. I'm all, hell yeah, I need the cleaner here on Friday. Like, are you kidding me?
It's your emotional support cleaner. I absolutely think we all need that.
It 100% is. It just makes me feel better. I like it. I feel great in a clean home. Yeah. And I think so many people do. And unfortunately, a lot of people are not able to afford it or experience, right? Having someone come into their home. And so if you guys could think of something that you see in people's homes that you feel that they could start with, let's say something that they could, that could help them with their clutter, or maybe even having maybe a schedule of getting rid of clutter. Is there anything that you would suggest for people that you've cleaned for, or people that you can think of that says, okay, let's, do this, maybe start with this to get rid of some of this clutter in your house? I don't know.
Yeah.
A couple of things. I feel we've talked about it all the time. And when we go to people's homes and just kind of look at their lifestyles, I do think starting small and celebrating the wins, because I feel like people are overwhelmed, right? That's why they get there. It doesn't happen in one day. It took time to get you there. Like you mentioned, Andrea, your kids, you're running around, you have all these different, you're playing so many roles, so many as mothers, I think we all play those roles, that you forget about yourself and about your environment and things that should be very important to you. So I feel like giving yourself that grace, and starting small, starting in a kitchen cabinet.
That's great.
Or an area where you know what, I'm going to go ahead and clean this out, organize it, and then look at it and be like, oh wow, I did this. And then starting another project, doing it that way. Because I do feel if you want to start in your closet, all over the place, right? Then it's just, right? It's like you're scary. Then
Biting off more than you can chew.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah. So those are the things, I feel like I would recommend if that's having that space and having that clarity in your life, your home and your environment.
Yeah.
It's actually proven that it actually gets that clarity in your brain, right? For you to be able to do that, right? So got to think about that. You got to connect the dots, right? And whatever that is, everyone's a little different, but I do feel that that's a good start, right? Really think about small wins. Small wins.
And I think that if you connect that, what part of it is emotional? Are you just holding on to things because they remind you of better days?
We all do that.
And I think in life, if anything, if you're not attaching things to your emotions, you're missing out, because then it's hard to do those things. So it's it's almost a grief process, you let go, and it's yes, you have to let go, and you have to think about, it's it just doesn't remind you of your kids, taekwondo or whatever. This maybe reminds you of you being young enough to, haul kids to taekwondo or whatever. So it's making those, detach those things that you don't need all this stuff. Or if you do, then you should be able to afford somebody to come and organize it for you. You know? So that's another thing. And I feel like people also buy all these things to organize and then just get more clutter. You know, now they have boxes.
I've done that.
I have the most ridiculous boxes underneath my bathroom counter. And I'm like, what are these? They don't even fit in, like none of my products fit in them. Yeah. And I'm over there trying to make them work. I just shove them on the top. It looks like shit, but oh well. But I'm not good at that. That's not my strength. I would rather have someone come in like you guys and go, listen.
Because you're eliminating the emotion, you know. Yes. I'm not connected to your skincare product that you bought one of those days that, you know, it's like you are, but I'm not.
Exactly.
Say, no, Jen, you don't need 72
tanners.
Yeah. No, we're going to keep 2. That's the way it is.
And Jen, you have all of
I'm
these.
so bad at that. Yeah.
I will not
keep everything. Yeah. Use it once and just shove it back.
No.
I'll give you grace there.
Yeah, shoes and all that stuff. We'll find a place for it. We'll make a room in the house.
Yeah, there you go.
We have a junk drawer too. We have
I know.
so things like this.
Yeah, how do we get rid of the junk drawers?
Yeah, I mean, I have emotional attachments to all my
I can't get rid of my husband's Taco Bell sauce. I mean, we've needed that, you know, round table pizza, you know, whatever they are. Yeah.
So this is more like that, making people human. You know, we forget that, you know, whoever is cleaning our house or, you know, doing whatever they're just another human.
Something you and I were talking about how people's lifestyle sometimes really focus on something either you saw on Instagram and you kind of want to be like that person, or you go to Pinterest and you find this page and then everybody wants to like, okay, if I buy, you know, that couch or if I buy that cologne, whatever, you're kind of, I don't know, maybe getting closer to where you think you want to be. But, you know, I feel like it's very strong about it has to fit your lifestyle.
It does.
If you are, just because you're seeing it, because we all do that, right? I mean, how many of us just, oh yeah, let me just go ahead and buy it. So-and-so has it. You have to align yourself and your lifestyle to what fits you, not your neighbor. We all have different lives. And I feel like that's very important, specifically, you know, for women to think through that as there are about decluttering, right? Really think about, you know, those cabinets that you have things that, no, you have to think, what is it that I have, right? There's nothing wrong with you having whatever you need there. Right. You just need to, what fits you, you know, not because you saw it on. And I think that's very important. I see that a lot, and I know I'm guilty of it.
I am super guilty.
I call it like aspirational living. You know, we're watching, you know, these Pinterest boards or your Instagram accounts, and it's like, yeah, I want to do that. You know, I want to have the discipline that you have to do what you're doing, but I don't. You know, I've tried it, and yeah, I could do maybe a 10K every once in a while, but that's it. You know, so I'm not going to go and buy everything that I need to fit that life when this is the one I have.
Yeah.
It's just like when I see all those things on Instagram, do you guys, when you see the organizers go on and then they've got, you know, all the plastic bins for your, you know, your refrigerator, and they're putting eggs and yogurt, and it looks so perfect. Beautiful. And then I go out and I buy all this shit for my refrigerator. I'm like, oh, I've got all this great stuff. And my husband's like, you have, you know, 60 new bins and I'm like, yeah, but I'm going to put eggs and vegetables. And then you put it in there and you're like, oh, they're all empty. And then you just shove them in a drawer because you're not using them.
It's harder to clean.
Right. And it's not, and it honestly, it's like, it just like you said, it's the little things, it's emotional. Like I know that I can look at Instagram and go, I want that, but I know that that's not going to work for me. It's not, you know, and I would love it to be like, I would love for my fridge to look like an Instagram post, but it does not.
We have real food. You know, it's like, I can't survive with just a dozen of eggs in my refrigerator. I want like 32, you know, so that doesn't suit me or whatever.
Exactly.
It's the same. Being honest with ourselves for everything, right? That's just kind of the way you have to think about it. So that's important.
So if someone contacts you and says, you know, I would like your service, I'm not sure exactly what I need and what I should do. Like, what questions do you ask? Like, and
I mean, we always recommend a walkthrough. Like, let me go in there and same thing. Going back to making that connection with the person. I mean, you can tell me whatever you want. I could see your fridge all you want, but if we don't make that connection, like,
Right.
who are you? What is your lifestyle? Look around. How many kids do you have? Do you have pets? Do you have this?
Yeah.
I think that's more telling than even the space that I'm looking at, just to know what can we do? What are you willing to get rid of or not? Or, instead of, I would probably never say go out to the Container Store and spend $2,000 in bins.
I know, you guys. And that's the thing we do.
I think that happens after I'm there. Then this is what you keep. And then now we find what fits in there and what suits your life. So yeah, getting to know the person, I think, is the most important thing, because what may seem, something that's not important to them, it might be super important. So we want a special place. That's the way I view it.
And I saw some of the, Instagram posts and the deep cleaning.
Yes, I love it.
The baseboards and stuff. I'm all, ooh, when's the last time that was?
You guys were incredible. I love watching it.
Oh, geez. Like, it makes you think like, yeah, I need that. When's the last time I've done that? Really deep clean
And FYI,
Yes.
nobody cleans their baseboards. So please release any shame or guilt that comes with, because nobody does that. Only like cleaning people do that. Nobody does it.
Walk into people's homes and we're, why are we here? Yeah, that's the first thing, because it's
So clean.
so clean, right?
Right.
Walk in and teams inside, and then we start like, oh, okay, now I know why we're here. It's those areas that no one touches, right? If you don't have a cleaner, you don't have someone there doing all those, like the baseboards, the glass around it, the windows, the window seals, all those things. I mean, I certainly don't wake up on Saturday morning trying, let me clean my window seals.
But it is so different. I mean, I keep a clean house, but it is so different having someone come in and clean my house. I feel like they do a better job. I feel like it takes the stress away from me. And it's just, I feel like I can relax that whole day just having this clutter-free, clean house. And I love it. Even as an empty nester and not having anyone here, I still feel great with my house being.
it feels like a weight is lifted every time. It's like, I breathe.
I can breathe easier. We always get that. Like,
Yes.
I just feel like I can breathe. And their home, it's clean. It's just a whole different feeling.
And they can have fun on the weekend, right? And not clean their.
Yeah, we have our cleaners ourselves.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, because I want to feel that. Yeah. This is just a really good.
I don't want to clean my own house. Now I'm like, if I'm not getting paid, I'm not going to do it. I'm not cleaning my own house. I'm not getting paid for that. So I'm like, hey.
Yeah. And so how was your guys' families with you guys starting the business and your kids? And, are you guys, what's your schedule like right now? Is it crazy?
It's crazy. She has all adult kids, so it's a lot easier to have a second job per se. Right. I still have one younger daughter. She's 15. So yeah, it's been a little crazy with her, but she loves it. She's excited, and she likes to know about it. My other kids, I think it's great. They're also, I'm a girl mom. So and one of my daughters is an entrepreneur just like me, but I like it. I feel like this time around with the business, because they're older and one of them has actually started her own business, I feel like they're more connected.
Oh, I love it. They're excited.
Yeah. So I feel like it's been nice, like this time around opening this business, I think they're completely aware, and it just, it's nice to be able to be that like role model for them.
Right.
Oh, exactly. And that's huge in life.
So I'm loving that part. Yeah.
For me, I have a full-time job, a career for like many, many years, like I mentioned, and it's been a little difficult, right, to try to balance, right? Now I have to balance.
You're doing both jobs.
Yeah, doing both jobs.
Oh, good for you.
Being the executor for certain jobs, right? But being on the back end of things, the sales and making sure that I'm the contact and being there, because I do have a full-time job, but I've been very transparent even with that, right? Just this is kind of what I'm doing as I'm preparing, as midlife is here.
Yeah.
I have to prepare for my future. I can't count on that. So yeah, and then my children are all adults. So definitely, actually my youngest is working with us. He's in college. So he said, you know what, I'm not going to go work for anyone else. I'm just going to go ahead and he works with us, and he's I'm having a great time having him come home sometimes.
Yeah.
and just talk to me about that. Like, oh my gosh, this was such a great day today. And he gets excited. So yeah, it's a whole different, opportunity with this business. Very excited.
Oh, I'm excited for you guys. It's funny because when you're saying that about your son, so my son's been working with me as well, and he'll call me and be like, "Did you get back on that email?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Why didn't you didn't respond? You didn't CC me on it." I'm like, "Okay, Danny, I didn't CC you on it, but I did it. Okay, just making sure you got it done." It's like, all right, dude. Like,
They almost feel like, I don't know, I feel that too with my son as well. Like he'll come and tell me or like send me the list of the different items that are better than the ones that I bought. And he did the research. I'm like, okay, all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Okay, all of a sudden. So, but it's a great feeling. I mean, I love that. Yeah. For them being so involved.
I do too. And it also shows your kids. And I've always felt this way. Like you kind of want to be a boss mom, not even like owning your own business. I'm just saying, take care of your shit. Like, you know what I mean? You get stuff done. And you just kind of show them that it's great to have this work ethic, right? Like you want to be a hard worker and you want your kids to grow up and go, you know what? My mom was kind of a badass, or my mom, right? Because I honestly can say that I feel like I have been a great mom. I've had businesses, I run a business now and I love it. And even right now when we could actually probably all retire, we're like, hell no, what can we do now? Right. And I think it's awesome. And I'm really excited because your guys' business is great and you guys are amazing.
Yeah.
And family, which I love. I love the family aspect of it.
That's the best, I think. I feel like this is the best decision, that we've made. And I'm glad that we did it. It's going to take a while. Yeah. Right. Where we already know that that's how it is. Right. And her and I were talking about how in the past, we're business owners. My parents were business owners. And for a long time, we inherited that. Right. And it was not as satisfying as this one because yes, we ran the business and we were the bosses at our separate locations. But this one feels different. Yeah. It's like
it's different.
Yeah, it's us, right? And it feels really amazing. So very excited. We're very excited for the future. Really looking. We have plans, ideas. We talk about that every weekend. We say we're not going to work, but every weekend we sit down and we talk about this is where it's going. This is what we want to do. So yeah, it's very exciting.
So within the business, we've already developed like 10 other areas and wings and other businesses. So yeah, we're definitely excited and find ourselves talking about it, romanticizing, fantasizing, and within that, making shit work.
Yeah, great.
Yes.
Right. The other day, I think we talked about it. It's not our services that we're trying to talk about. It's about a lifestyle, right? And I feel like that's a part of, specifically in women, I would say, we carry this guilt. Somehow we feel like we're not supposed to ask for help. Right. Like we can do it because, guess what? We're super women. We're super moms. We're super wives. We're super everything, right? And I think you get to the point, and at least I'm getting into that point at 53, feeling like, no, I'm not. I'm not superwoman. And it's okay to ask for help. 100%. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with hiring a cleaner or hiring somebody, to, what am I supposed to do? We even talked about that. So why can't we hire a cleaner? What am I supposed to learn? Like if I want to change the oil in my car, do I have to learn how to change my oil? Right. No, I go to a mechanic who does that. Yes. Right. Same thing. You don't have to. It's something you don't have to do. It's there. It's available. Whether it's with us, multiple companies out there, it's okay to ask for help. Right.
Like I feel like it's a social stigma almost. That's why women have this shame of like, well, they should be upkeeping the home. And things are changing. I mean, we see definitely more male partners helping in keeping up the house. But, even as women, then we still feel like that pressure of, having to, it's our responsibility to keep the house clean. And I mean, it could be your responsibility to book the cleaning. You don't, it doesn't mean you have to do it yourself. Like, here we are, give me a call. I'm ready. So anyway, like, I think I'm starting to see that shift and that change, and it makes me happy that, you know, people, especially women, feel more comfortable with being able to call in a cleaner, and yeah, you don't have to do it. You know, it's like not every husband is out there doing the oil change for you or cutting your lawn. I mean, yeah, heck, he called the gardener, he called the mechanic. You do the same.
And there's so many people who just don't have the time.
Yeah, that's another thing.
You know, and it is true. When we were raising our kids, I don't even know how often I had a cleaner come in, but when they did, it just made me feel so much better.
Yeah, definitely.
And, you know, I mean, I know that I cracked down on my kids for a while, like, you better vacuum by the time I get home, you know, and stuff like that. But I definitely, I think that your business it's great. And I am so glad that we're supporting it.
Yes. So yeah, please tell us how our listeners can get a hold of you and have you help them.
Definitely the area that we've trying to grow is the social media with Instagram. That is definitely the space to reach out, because that one is being evolved every day. We're always putting stuff out, whether it's a promotion, whether it's those giveaways.
Yeah, I saw you had some giveaways.
We saw the giveaway. I loved it.
Those are the ones that are like, and we're going to keep on doing those for sure. We're always just looking at the new trends, of course, you know, and looking at everything that we can do to call the attention of. So it's Instagram. That's where people should reach out to us, DM us, go through, you know, ask questions. We would love to answer. Like Karina said, very to do walkthroughs, talk through it, even if they don't book.
Yeah,
it's the connection, right? It's the connection.
And SanctuAerie is spelled a little different than I'm saying it.
Yes. SanctuAerie, yes, it is. We thought about that, and maybe because I think that was mostly your idea. You want to talk about?
I just we kept thinking of something, you know, that was a home or an abode or casa in Spanish and everything, and we finally decided on SanctuAerie, but we wanted it to, you know, look a little bit more luxurious as what we're trying to provide and make it look more premium, and so we ended up with that spelling, and that's how, you know, we got to that name. So we love it. And yeah, so our Instagram handle is exactly our name and then _. So SanctuAerie _. And that's the best way to reach us and to connect.
I want to spell that too, so they know.
You want me to try to spell that?
Or do you want me to do it for you? No.
I can't remember that.
I know it's Santu, S-A-N, right?
Yes.
C-T-U-A-E-R-I-E.
Yes.
Yes. Did I get it right?
You did it right. Good job.
That's midlife brain.
Right?
That's another issue. Oh my God. That's for another. That is just for another story. Brain fog.
To all of you listeners who would love to declutter their home, get a little bit of organization going, we highly recommend that you guys get in touch with Karina and Bella at SanctuAerie and get a little control of this life. Be comfortable, be happy, be clean, and just give these women-owned business a little love. And you guys, thank you so very much for being on our show.
Thank you. Appreciate
we are
it.
so excited for both of you, and we think you guys are going to do great. So
Thank you.
thank you guys so very much for being on the show.
Thank you. And please remember to follow us on Instagram and to subscribe to YouTube at Pucker Up Midlife. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Bye. Okay, you guys, my girls trip essential is the Lemmy Matcha B12 gummies. I absolutely love these because they give me great energy, they support brain health, and they support your immune system. So I absolutely love them. I take them almost every day, and I would highly suggest taking the Lemmy Matcha Energy B12. Thanks, you guys, and enjoy your day. Bye.
Bye.